country rap tune.
And that's the one thing a lot of artists don't have.
Resources.
They'll have a great record, but they won't have a team to work it. So
Front office.
that's the one thing I will say about the Migos and the Futures and all the people that we can say, hey, man, we played a part of their movement. You know what I'm saying? They had people that on the team outside of what we did in the club.
Yeah,
they had a team of people that were still working, that was still making their movement work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats now is like they one-man teams. They ain't trying to get it. They're not trying to build a team because the industry had told them all I got to do is put my record up online and it's gonna go. You see what I'm saying? And we gotta. It's a little bit. You can put your record up online, but at the same time, you have to understand what promotion and marketing means to you as an artist.
Right. It's like 100,000 records come out every day or something, right?
Yeah, because you got people that believe the more records you put out, the likely you'll be successful, and you ain't really but taking up a lot of space. That's why I'm not mad at what Spotify does as far as not paying you for the $1,000. I mean, not paying you because you haven't got over 1,000 streams. Because a lot of times people are just putting records up just to be putting them up with no fan base, no nothing. I do this thing at New Music Monday, right? I tell artists, you can come perform for free as long as you can get 10 to 15 people to come pay to see you.
And then let me ask you this. Like X, I always say this, man, and this is a good point on the same subject. How do you find an artist's music? If they just dropped a record, how do you find it? On TikTok?
Social media.
Okay.
But when you say social media, every artist ain't promoting on social media.
Well,
you ain't following,
crazy.
but you ain't following every artist.
True.
So a lot of times, if the artists don't know you and you don't know the correct spelling, most of the artists that are on those platforms are like invisible. And the reason why I say that because if I don't know the correct spelling, if I don't know what day you put it out or who you are as an artist, I'm gonna go right past you.
Never gonna come on your
because you're
timeline.
never gonna be on none of the main platforms. You're never gonna be on none of those playlists.
So answer
You know
that
what I'm
question. How do you find an artist when they drop? Corey Mo?
Social media, but obviously that ain't everything. iTunes, Spotify, but then when you go there, you still don't.
Exactly. So how do you find it when you strolling? Like,
I mean, you literally got to go to an open
if you're not
mic
on the
night.
charts,
You know what I'm saying? You got to go to Music Monday. You got to go to open mics in the city. You literally got to be boots on the ground to find somebody for real. Because like he say, on social media, it might not never come on your timeline. You might not never see these people.
Yeah, if you're not following a certain person, or that feed don't get enough numbers to where it hit the what's that, the Explore page or the For You page,
For You page.
You may never get seen. And then a lot of times when you pay to be on those certain page, those blogger pages, you only up there for like 5 days, depending on what you paid for, and that ain't enough. That ain't long enough for you to really get no recognition for somebody to go wow. Unless that song takes off that day that he put it up and it does 3-4 million streams that day, then everybody go, oh, this record must be something because everybody gravitated toward it.
And you know what? A lot of people don't take advantage of the paid ads because if you go into the back end of your Facebook, the business manager of Facebook, you can literally do these campaigns and it'll promote you on Instagram and on Facebook and it'll be on people's feeds. But you got to do $10 a day or more if you really want to see some real results, whether you're trying to get it to your website to purchase merch or you're trying to get them to Spotify to listen to your music or YouTube to watch your video. If you're not spending no money on these platforms, you just out there hoping.
Well, you know, I find a lot of new artists that I love. Sync. I'll be watching a TV show and I'll hear a record and then I'll Shazam the record.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, there's an artist right now that I'm following that I love. I discovered him because he had a song on Insecure. And then when I Shazam that song and found him, then I went down and found like all his albums that he had recorded and everything. And now I've been like a super fan.
I give everybody a little cheat code a little bit, right? If you're an artist, man, and you really trying to get your music out there, all you gotta do is look at those movies and see who the music supervisor is.
Oh yeah,
and most
read
of those,
the credits.
And most of those music supervisors are on LinkedIn.
Read
Ain't
the
that
credits.
You know what I'm saying? So
message.
most of the people that you're trying to find are right there on LinkedIn. You know what I mean? All your executives, so you know you can reach out. You know they're only gonna reach back out to who they think is serious anyway.
Right.
But you do have an opportunity, being that you may not know anybody.
That's real.
You can use those platforms to kind of help you navigate as an artist too.
country rap tune.